Howdy folks, and welcome back once more to Let's Play Might and Magic 2. As per usual, today we are just jumping on in here. And we were exploring Castle Hillside, maybe? Hillstone? The one outside of Zanzibar. Part of me is tempted, though, to maybe step off of that for a moment and map all of the cities, because there's important stuff in the towns. Although, I want to say Tundara, there's going to be at least one encounter there that we can't do. So Sly Robber should accompany at least one class or maybe all. They slink unnoticed but reap many rewards. Learn more from the jurors of Mount Fairview. So what this is there are statues all along here, and these are hints as to how you're supposed to do each class's quest to get your plus. So the Dread Knight resides in place. A knight must defeat him. Many have tried, all have failed. So Brunhilde will have to do that on her own. Baron Rolfrey's lair is in B2. It's rumored that only a mighty archer may defeat him, so Devon will have to do that. And Brutal Bruno, the barbarian chieftain, asserts his authority over all barbarians. So Draug, if I still had him in the party at the time, would have to do that. But I believe for hirelings, you can just leave them at like the inn. Go do what you need to do with like a party of people with their pluses, and then just go back and grab them. Also, Draug is not going to be a permanent member of the party, honestly. I'm tempted to make that our next goal, is to grab like all of the hirelings. Although there's some I don't think we're gonna be able to get. But we have more stuff here. The Vixen Dawn, rumored to have more lives than a cat from hell, hides from ninja assassins in her mist bog. So that's gonna be Chunk. The Evil Wizard Ibmug left 23, right 46. The Good Wizard Yekop left 64. Right, 20 or 32. So you've got Gumby and Pokey. Interested sorcerers should inquire at the two castles on the Isle of the Ancients. And Korak's Soul in area. Yeah, we know where Korak's Soul is. Oh wait, no we don't. Do we? We don't know where Korak's Soul is. We were looking for Lloyd of Lloyd's Beacon, so that's actually good to know. I still am salty about that, by the way. Paladin should rid the Forbidding Forest and of its dungeon-dwelling Frost Dragon. Alright, so we have Sorcerers, Clerics, Knights and Warriors, the classic key shop. What is this? Ha! Ha! No! I mean, we could afford many of those keys, but we do not need them yet. That's for the Black Bishop. Let's see, what are your specials? A Great Bow +3. And a Great Axe +3. And a Flameberg +3. We might have some upgrades here. Oh, she's already got a +3. He's using a Bardiche +3. +6. Alright, so the Great Bow is an upgrade, at least. So, Devon. Hey, look at you, buddy. You finally got a freaking weapon upgrade. +4 helms. Ooh, what else you got? And some miscellaneous junk. Those helms are tempting. The rest of it is kind of not enough that I care. Let's see, Silver Helm +3, +2, +2. Alright, so I'm gonna want to buy at least 2 of those helms. At least 2 of those helms. So remove that, equip that. Alright, so we're gonna sell stuff here. I don't think we really have, much of anything. Alright, so armor. See, we're gonna buy 1 for you. We're gonna buy 2 for Brunhilde because we're gonna pass 1 to Draug. Gold Leaf, you can use them. She can actually use a Great Shield as well, which I'm gonna go ahead and buy her. And then the back row, they can wear padded armor, so sure, why not? We'll have Rove buy 2 of those. It doesn't matter much, but like every little bit, I guess. Alright, so Draug, trade your item, trade away that glaive, and drop your antidote ale. And she can trade that helm. Okay. So we're just getting some incremental upgrades here. This is one thing that I do really like about Might and Magic 2 is I'm not gonna say you're always getting gear upgrades, but gear upgrades are not uncommon. Like even into the far end of the game, like you'll still be getting stuff. So there. There's some better armor in the party. I'll take it. You know, nobody is anywhere near Swell's 34 AC. He is just so kitted out. But we got 16s for most of the front row except Chunk. Chunk is kind of hurting because he's dedicating 3 of his inventory slots to Thieves picks. Although I think as a ninja he can't use shields. So he's probably about as good as he's gonna be AC-wise for now. But that's okay. What do we got in here? Some old misers and sludge beasts. Sure, this should not be a problem. Looking at their stats, none of them really do anything. The man-at-arms are probably the beefiest things here, but our melees should have no issues. The man-at-arms do have range attacks, but yeah, we're fine. A battle axe, not even magical. Like, my disappointment is palpable, and a bunch of skeletons. Alright, oh, this is all Swell. I don't even think Swell did not even take a point of damage. This trap is doing more damage than those skeletons did. Wonderful. So merchants, beggars, and soldiers, they ambushed us. Not a big deal. We will just fireball them indiscriminately. Because, I mean, that's a reasonable thing to do, right? Alright, that was super straightforward. Ooh, a flaming sword. Alright, I assume this thing probably casts Fireball. Flaming Sword, it grants fire resistance and it casts Fireball. It's one-handed and does a D10 damage, which I think that's actually better than his longsword. His longsword only does a D8. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have Swell wielding the Flaming Sword. I don't know how many charges they have. Let me see if I can go to town or not town, go to here and have him identify it. Flaming Sword, spell number, sure, all right, so it has 60 charges, okay. That's a lot of fireballs, and I believe it casts it at the using character's level. That's actually a very good weapon. The only thing I don't know is that if he uses the last one, is it destroyed? I would assume it is. But damn. Let's jump into the inn here. So Swell charging into battle, the paladin with a flame blade. That's a pretty cool image. Wait, what was that? Could have sworn I just saw weird. I keep backing out of these, and I think what it is I'm seeing, like, there's the clouds at the top of the screen, and they're white, and I keep thinking it's, like, text up there. It's freaking me out. Alright, so what was this? City jail, huh? Can I back in? No. Coffin creeps, they drain your magic. Consequently, oh, also resistant. Are all of them? Yes. Alright, melees, do your jobs. Ah, shit. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that is just like all encounters all the time in there. We do not want to go out of town. Alright, I've completed this. So what is this? Death Row. Sure. Oh, it's locked. Let's see, unlock. Chunk. Giant ogres. Not too bad. They got a lot of hit points. That's about it. Or our man, oh man, our entire party's out of mana. That's mildly concerning. Come on, you guys. You got this. It's just an ogre. There you go. Alright, we're gonna rest. We're gonna search. What do we got? A flash sword. +3. So what does this one do? The lightning bolts? It is basically the exact same as the flame sword, except lightning bolts. I'm actually going to have him use that, because not only is it +3 instead of +2, but lightning bolts I can use in close range, whereas fireballs are only for the back row. The flaming sword, though... Knight Paladin, I can give it to an archer. I'd give it to Brunhilde, but she's not going to use it. What's Devon using in melee? A long dagger. Which... I'm sure that the sword's going to do... They're actually a... the sword's going to be less damage overall. Because the dagger being +4 is doing 5 to 10, and the sword's going to be 3 to 12. So, I mean, it averages out to the same. But the dagger is going to hit more often. I think I'm going to keep him with the dagger for now. A harassed cleric and a battered archer look up at you in surprise. The cleric says, I'm Big Bute, and this is Cleogacha. Thank you for freeing us. We were imprisoned falsely for uncouth behavior by the stodgy Atlanteans. We are now available for hire at the Carriage Inn. So yeah, you can see that they don't exactly take the names of NPCs super seriously. That's something that I don't know where I sit on it, honestly. Like, it doesn't particularly bother me, but like, come on. Come on, guys, just kill the dang things. Thank you. Oh my lord. All right. Trap, and hey, a fucking +5 Bardish. All right. Well, that is tentatively an upgrade. Assuming, let's see what alignment is it. It is good aligned, so Drog actually cannot use that. Salt, 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 salt. All right. Oh, fucking seriously? Noxious gas is asphyxiating my party because the door locked behind me. Lord. Alright, what do we got up here? Nothing. Oh, the cavern. No, absolutely not. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and duck into the inn here really quick. We'll save. And I'm gonna see what's in these side areas. Then once we're done here, we're probably gonna... If I had to guess, go back to maybe Volcania. A champion and Windmares should be within our ability to defeat. Magic immunity notwithstanding. Oh, that's just sleep. Okay, we're fine. Let's see, what is, I think it's 1-2 is awaken? No, 1-1. There we go. I sit down to record this and I'm always so excited. A cold blade, alright, so what does this one do? Cold shield, cold blade. Casts cold beam. Alright. Well, now we have like every elemental damage type we could want. I'm going to really quickly reach and grab my document of spells here, just so that I can have my handy quick reference, because I keep forgetting to grab it when we start. Alright, so I assume that these are all just fights. Yeah. Fights with fighter types. Who'd have guessed? And just... Alright, I'm not gonna bother with this. I assume that this is probably gonna be the same thing, but castery types. Woodsman. Plus 8 more woodsmans. We surprised them. We're gonna flee from this. Mostly because those things summon friends, and there are a lot of them. And that's a pain in the ass. So we're gonna go ahead and nap, and we're gonna backtrack. Yes, we want to go to Volcania. And I believe, let's go ahead and go to our sheet here. I want to find the dungeon here, if I've not. I've already found it, apparently. And we want to go into the caverns, because I think that... Come on, game. There you go. I think there's an encounter in here that gives your entire party, like, extra constitution. Or endurance, rather. And that's a big deal. Let's poke around. I think it's in Volcania's dungeon. I can't remember. Oh, what was that? Oh, I think I remember this. There's lava on the floors, which... Dark Mage might be able to get us around. Let me check. 2-5? That's levitate? Yeah, here you go. So there are traps in dungeons, a bubbling lava pit, but our levitation spell saves us. So now I have to pay attention to the time of day, or just, you know, the levitate buff on the side of the screen here. Because as long as that's going, like these levitation, or these pits of, like, PC murdering will not murder my party. And we can instead just kind of putter around safely. Okay, we have a passage down there. I'm worried that we haven't bumped into any monsters. Look by 06 in the Luxus Palace Royale for the A1 Toddler. Alright. Nothing. I kind of like how, like, these are the caverns under Volcania, right? So, like, the map style is different than if it were, like, a castle and stuff. It's kind of interesting what you can kind of impart just based on the style that you use for mapping an area. A sudden draft sends a chill up your spine as a voice whispers, the air disk is at 1515 in Zabran. Okay. Man, if we didn't have Levitate, this would be just a nightmare. And I think we could have used this in the dungeon under Zanzibar, where all the, like, bear traps were or whatever. Oh no. Fuck, one-way wall. All right. Endurance, help. Endurance is what we want. Winged Steeds and Hypno Beetles. Not a particularly nasty fight here. Come on, guys. The Winged Steeds are AoE. So, I mean, we're gonna nuke them down, but the rest of these things are just obnoxious. There we go. Loot. A Roaring Inferno. Some gold. And everybody has had the shit kicked out of them. Okay, and then we will re-levitate my party. Coffin Creeps and a Soldier. Coffin Creeps drain your magic. That's, you know, but I think they're also, yeah, I was gonna say, I think they're also resistant. Soldiers aren't, though. Pro tip, guys. And just like that, my entire party's mana was completely drained. Very obnoxious. Gold, small knife, leather suit. Again, we rest. Again, we buff. Thankfully, buffs aren't too bad in this. Pretty brief. Thunder and Ariel, a barbarian and sorceress team, hang out around the bar in Volcania. They enjoy deep-fried troll liver. Okay. Gold Captain, Foot Soldier, Gatekeepers. Gatekeepers have 60 health, attack for a D40, and they only advance there with a good amount of XP, though. So we'll let Drog do some damage. Oh, they're also resistant to magic, apparently. It's okay. So we have melees for. How resistant to melee? Totally resistant. Or magic, rather. That's okay. Our melees are pretty effective here. Alright. Search. Noxious gas, because Chunk is terrible. Bardiche +5. Who has that? Chunk does. Is it aligned? Also good aligned, because the game hates Drog as much as I do. Okay, get all of our buffs going here and keep poking around. I'm gonna assume... Really? Oh, there we go. Foot Soldiers and Werebats. None of these are particularly dangerous. Like a fireball would... I'm surprised it didn't actually kill all of them. Oh, Chunk just criticaled. That's the instant... Ooh! A +2 katana. His Naginata +6 is just going to be far and away better than that. Killer Canines. They're worth a lot of experience and they deal, I was gonna say, a shitload of damage. But they're not immune to fireballs. And our melees are pretty tough by this point. There we go. They are worth decent XP, no loot. Man, they are making me work. Okay, those trolls, like, that is totally ripped out of, I want to say it's like the first edition Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual. Holy shit. Alright, so they regenerate, they're worth a bunch of XP, they've got 70 hit points, and they attack 4 times for a D30. So these are actually kind of dangerous. But I think we'll be okay. Especially if I properly fireball them like I should be. Because, yeah, our back row is getting very nasty. Oh, not enough spell points? Seriously? Curse you, Dark Mage! And your terrible spell point pool. That's okay, we have Rove. Alright, we're gonna rest. Go ahead and rebuff here. It's probably, if I had to guess, how much does this cost? That's like 2 spell points. I don't know. God damn it, Chunk. A +1 scythe, some gems, gold, nothing really too interesting. Where is it? Winged Steeds, Swamp Beast. Swamp Beast is pretty beefy, and it also sprays acid. Winged Steeds breathe fire. This is just a bad fight, honestly. I was gonna say, like, everything is AoE. That's okay, we're good. We got this. There we go. Yeah, and the Friar's Energy Blast, which is decidedly less dangerous. Alright, we're gonna rest. We're gonna search. Some golden gems. Nothing too particularly interesting. Get our buffs cooking. Man, they are making me work, assuming that I'm on the right path and it's not just the game trolling me. Castle Guards. We know we can take these guys on. So we're just gonna start doing like the usual, kind of working the back row with the casters while the front row chews up everybody else. Oh wow, half our front row's down. That's mildly irritating. Alright, there we go. We'll go ahead and sleep. We'll go ahead and search. A Holy Charm and a Blowpipe +1. Some nice dumpster tier loot there. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the levitation. There does not appear to be any lava back here. Famous last words. Killer cadavers, of course. Like the one fight I want to run. I was gonna say the one fight that could tentatively wipe my party here. Oh, thankfully, my casters fuck their days up. You cringe as a lumbering giant sings a popular ballad very badly. Stay and listen, yes. All right, so doing that should have increased our endurance, but it does not look like it did. What does the map say? The map has nothing to say about this. Oh, it says we have to rest or fight to see the effect, so we'll rest. There we go. Now you can see that all of our endurances are higher, except for, well, no, Rove's probably is. I think I just probably had him with like a 6 endurance. We don't get bonus hit points from it, not yet. The next time we train, though, we'll be getting some hit points, so that's nice. Okay, that was the primary reason I came down here, truth be told. That having been said, though, we can continue poking around. Let's see, help. Let's see what help is. Oh, a bubbling pit of lava that's... alright. So now they're back to their shenanigans. So is it 2-5? Yes. Solid. White Knights, ghouls, some like dumpster tier enemies. Well, not really. White Knights are actually quite dangerous, but not as bad as they could be. They're mostly obnoxious because they're immune to magic. Go ahead and rest. Go ahead and search. A wind staff. What does that do? Wind staff. Casts air encasement, gives +5 speed. And I mean, I guess it does damage. So who got that? Wind staff Devon did. Trade the wind staff with Rove. And he can remove his club and equip that. We will never cast air encasement, but the speed is nice, I guess. Like, I think that'll probably let him act maybe quicker than Devon does. So that counts for something. Okay. Bubbling pit of lava. Dancing dead. A disease. Nope, Devon is still faster, unless Rove... Rove actually might have acted first there and I just wasn't paying attention. It wouldn't surprise me. I think Rove, yeah, Rove did. Rove is probably the fastest in the party at the moment. Burglars, brainless ones, sure, yeah. Rove is the very definition of speed. Any goodies, some gold, and some gems. I'm gonna have to get used to that because I'm used to just like immediately as soon as we get into a fight attacking because it used to be Draug. Now it is not. I'm freaking out, you guys. To unlock the frozen secrets of evil, try right 46 and left 23. Shit. We're gonna try it. Come on. Oh, they survived. Come on. Not enough spell points. God damn it. If this party wipes, Dark Mage, I'm blaming it on you. Rove is unconscious. Alright, we survived. I'm still pissed at Dark Mage. With his spell point total is like almost half of Rove's. Like just a little more than half of Rove's. I don't know what his boggle is, but I'm not appreciative of it. Warrior Boars. Sure. And again, Rove just has to open combat swinging with his blow stick or whatever. Alright, any goodies? No loot. Mad Peasants, we surprised. Oh god, this is just gonna be... Oh no, actually these things have some hit points on them. They got 60 hit points apiece, yeah, and they apparently also frenzy. So yeah, Swell and Devon both dead because I got a little bit uppity. Okay, we survived it. Trying to think a way, because we can't back out of this. And I'm gonna rest. That's gonna get everybody that's still alive back on their feet. We can get out of this, it's actually not a big deal. I just need to get into another fight, actually. Okay, I wanna attack these guys, and I wanna cast... Can he cast 4/6? Oh, he can. Time Distortion, it's a guaranteed auto flee. It's what I should be using to run from fights. But I don't because I'm a jackass. So, it's the way of things, you know? Sometimes it just happens like that and everybody dies. Damn it, Rove. Alright, let's go ahead and heal everybody what's dead. Oh my god, I thought I did Brunhilde. There we go. Okay. While we're here, we might as well bop into the store really quick. We can sell stuff. Sell that. I'm gonna hold on to that flaming sword. That might be useful down the road. Probably not, but maybe. The cold blade, likely less so, but again, I'm gonna hold on to it. This is all junk. Oh, except for that skill potion. I wanna keep that. Skill potions are pretty good. This is all junk. And that is junk. Alright. Skill potions I think are like +5 levels. Let me look really quick. Yeah, +5 levels. There are things that give you more, but skill potions are like the easy ones that I know about, and that's what we're gonna be using to cheese the black battles when it comes to doing that. I am, however, I think, going to call this here. So, as per usual, folks, thank you for watching. I hope y'all had a good time. And I will see you all next time, wherein we're probably going to finish exploring under Volcania here. And who knows what's going to follow that. Until then.